What's up, YouTube? We're back with another episode of What the Hell Am I Doing? Today, I'm out exploring with Noah. We found an abandoned block of homes, and we're going to take you for a look through all of them right now. And the places I'm talking about, well, some of the places I'm talking about are right here behind me. Like I said, this is a whole block of homes here. I don't know how good they're going to be, but we're going to go inside and find out what they're all about. Okay, guys, so we're going to start this one out front of the houses here. And I'm kind of going to do a walk around as we go into them. It's a little bit difficult to actually do a walk around in every house individually. Since there is a fence, there's a lot of heavy growth here, and they are boarded off on the front sides, which we are on right now. And yes, there is a busy street just behind me, but we're kind of on the other side of a fence, so I think we're going to be okay. So let's work our way over to the first home, which is this one over here. And as you can see, everything is majorly overgrown. And the whole front of this house is, in fact, boarded up. So it's going to be hard to get in there. Let's go around back, see if we can get in that side. If there's any way into these places, it's likely going to be the back. Okay, so we get around back here. We got some stuff sitting around. Not a major surprise. Actually looks like a lot of homeless stuff. So this one here says no parking on the driveway. Visit by appointment. I wonder what kind of place this was. Okay, this one looks like it's sealed up. Nice rocket ship there. See if it's open on the side. Oh, maybe behind. No. Okay, this one's not open. Okay, so that's a cap for a truck. You got a screen door for a house. And over here, looks like somebody's been burning stuff. This is all freshly burnt. Oh, we got a meth pipe down there. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's interesting. You got pillows. It's like an encampment here. All sorts of stuff left behind that I don't think, I don't think it's been totally forgotten about. I think somebody's been coming here. Wow. Crazy. You even got a floor polisher here, commercial floor polisher. That's crazy. So this is the house here. Let's go inside. See what's going on. Okay, so let's go inside this one. Okay, so right away there's a lot of stuff on the floor. Ton of stuff. Yeah, fridge here. It's empty.
Bro, touch anything in here.
So we got an upstairs. Oh, we got downstairs. Okay, so I guess we'll check the upstairs first and then work our way down. Those are nice wood steps. Okay, so this house kind of looks like it's stuck in a different time. You got this marble flooring, which is probably from the 90s. This hardwood flooring looks like it's from the 70s or the 80s. This brickwork is probably 70s, maybe 60s. Even that vented work there. That's dated. Very retro looking. Place is in fairly good shape. Floors are not too messed up considering.
So creaky though.
It's very creaky. No idea how long this place has been abandoned. I would assume at least a few years. This fridge is turned over on its side. We won't be opening that one. So you got a couple of the cupboards on the floor there from the wall. It's an interesting brick wall going around the inside here. Not my most favorite feature, but it's unique. It's a pretty old Frigidaire oven, almost called that a freezer. We got a matching washing machine over here. And yeah, if you look at the decor in here, it definitely looks like the kitchen's seen some maybe 90s renovations, but that's about it. Over here's the front door. Is there a bathroom up here? No. We got an old radiator there. That's interesting. And something in that cup. I don't know what that is.
Oh, there's a few cups in here that are questionable, like up there. Like, look at that. Definitely a key cup.
Yeah, that's the same material.
Just watch these too. There's like little random nails.
Ooh, that's moldy too. Oh, it's trashed in here.
Yeah, it stinks in there too.
I would check to see if the brown bomber's been here, but the toilet's not even hooked up, so. That's crazy.
It's that room at the end there. That's the one that has all the needles and stuff in it. So I think they were closed actually, but still.
Someone smashed the sink. Okay, so in here, oh, we got some drinks. Someone's been hanging out here more recently. These don't look so old.
I'm just worried that whoever it is here is gonna come back over here.
That's an old cabinet there, old dresser. I'll just show you guys that side real quick. That's the busy street behind the trees. But yeah, there's not a whole lot here. It's definitely a squatter house now. I mean, this is definitely squatter food. There's no doubt about it. And I guess we can squeeze under here.
Yeah, just be careful.
So you got some fast food wrappers and garbage in here. Somebody's definitely been hanging in here. Lamp, a lot of food waste. An old monitor. Oh yeah, there's the syringe piece. There's another one. Some in the corner.
It's pretty bad, eh?
That's a crack pipe. Yeah, so there's definitely some drug use going on here, unfortunately.
I won't stick around in here too long, really.
Condoms and everything, so you know somebody was having a good time, at least by themselves. All right, let's work our way out of here. Is this filming? Yes, it is. Just like a beast. Okay, let's go to the next house, I guess. Oh wait, we gotta go to the basement, don't we?
Yeah, look at this though. Like, there's like little pieces
Yeah.
sitting up so you can step on them. It's like, get that out of the way, Snoopy. Make sure.
Yeah, book there. So over here, this floor is actually wet, I think.
That should be stained.
Yeah, so this is like a little, I don't know what kind of room this was, but somebody's been probably crashing in here too.
Yeah, they're definitely like weed and stuff right there. I think that's what it is.
That's an old wine rack or something. You got a propane in there, so somebody's been cooking. And there's some joint roaches in there. Okay, let's work our way downstairs. Oh yeah, we got more condoms down here. Some right there. The paneling down here isn't too bad.
No.
This is some of the nicer wood paneling you'll see. I'm just going to pan around. Look at this, pile of junk here. It looks like the stuff's actually been on fire. Might have been in the fireplace at some point.
The ceiling definitely caught on fire if you look at it. Like right here. It's literally just smoke trail.
There's a cigar lighter. And a heater. Oh, look at this. We got some pasta. That stuff is getting moldy, but it hasn't been there forever. Over here we got some beds, more condoms.
You gotta pop the pipe on the table too.
Yep, another meth pipe. Whoop.
Good.
So over here, got a knife on the floor. I don't see any crack pipes on the shelf or anything, but I see old computer parts and yeah, keyboards.
This is when I decided that we keep going through these houses alone. I got down here and I was like, no, there's like 90 people staying.
Yeah, see, Noah's happy I'm here because he's safe. Yeah, all right, well, it looks like there's all there is down here. Is that a used condom?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, that's why I said.
All right.
Definitely good choice with the steel toes today.
Yeah, maybe you.
Are you not steel toe?
No.
Oh boy.
Oh, there's a crawl space under there. Noah, go in there. Oh, we got a laundry room over here. Oh, wow. There's a lot of clothes in here. Some of these drawers. Got a bike. That's an old trough type tub. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah, somebody's definitely been hanging here. And over here, we have a crawl space. Oh, that's where the tank was. Okay. That's definitely an interesting looking chair. Okay, let's work our way out. All right, let's go to the next house. I think we gotta go this way. Yep. What is that? All sorts of weird noises here. Okay, so we're now at the next house. I'll show you what this house looks like. There it is there. Okay, so I guess we gotta go over here. There's the front door. Oh, look at this place. Oh, wow. All right, Noah's in this one, so we'll try to stay out of his way. So you got cupboards, you got floor underliner, really safe stuff. That's the basement down there. Over here, I don't know what kind of room this was. Baseboard heater's been removed. Look at that old window, that's cool. That's a very old window. Paint decay is pretty good in here. That's a more modern fixture. I'd say that's more 90s, 2000s. Interesting little closet. The glass door. I'm assuming that's a closet. Let's go over here. Oh wow, this place is a disaster. So this probably was the kitchen space, I would assume. Oh, weird. You got a bathroom here. You got a shower. This is a full bathroom shower. Very dirty and dusty. This place has definitely been empty for a while. I'm not sure what that would have been. Maybe a laundry space. Over here, I would assume this was a kitchen space. We got a bill here. It's from 2013. Yeah, so that invoice right there says 2013. So it's possible this place has been empty since 2013. And so over here you got more billing. There's a lot of junk, garbage left behind. I mean, you got an old dresser there. Nothing fancy though. Over here, looks like another room. What the heck? That's like a big water container in here. That's weird. So it's just a bunch of stuff in there. Just like in the corner here, you got just random items. That's a cool compressor hose though. Weird to see that sitting here. And there's just all sorts of random stuff in here, junk. Someone stole that from Gordon Baker Road that's nowhere near here. That's funny. Okay. That's an interesting old chair. Rotting away. Oh, look at these. These might all be pee bottles. They've all got the same looking stuff in them. Gross. Let's go deeper in. I believe we came from there, so we'll go down here. Okay, so down here is like basement hangout room. This is kind of a cool little spot. Look at that. Again, it's got that nice pine wood paneling. It's very classy. I like the pine wood paneling. It looks like this. You can see how humid it is in here. That window's sweating. And that's cool. I mean, I'm not a fan of butterflies as decorations, but that's some cool etched window art. But yeah, take a look at this. It's a very cool basement. It's a nice French door with frosted windows. Nice solid door. But what's really nice down here is this wood paneling. It's really cool. If it's going to be wood paneled, that's the way to do it. That's a cool fireplace. And down here looks like a bathroom. Is it? No. I don't know what this is. It's got a light in here and it's just got, it's like a closet with no space. That's weird. That's a closet. What's over here? Is this like a little, yeah. Okay, so this is like a little kitchen. So this is probably like an apartment at one point in time. This is just a little kitchenette down here. I mean, you've even got the toilet. Wow, okay. That's weird. So you've got the old hood there, old bulb there. You know, you got a little tiled off kitchen area. And right beside the kitchen, you've got the bathroom. There's your toilet. And there's your 3-foot tub. And I'm not kidding. This tub is about 3 feet wide. I don't even know what the point of this is. I couldn't fit in there if I kneeled in it. That's a really old looking furnace. Pretty wild. And if I hadn't pointed this out, which I haven't, that's the same brick structure that runs upstairs for the fireplaces, obviously. Those are some very retro looking lampshades with leaves on them. Everything about this room is kind of retro, but it's kind of cool. Back here, okay, so this is another part of the room. I don't know what this was, if this was like a little office. The whole basement's finished off with the pine, so that's kind of neat. But yeah, it's also kind of strange. The window, you know, leads you to believe this was an office or something. It's a strange feature to have in a basement room, bedroom especially. It's a cool looking closet. Yeah, I like that closet a lot. It's neat. Okay, well, let's work our way up. Oh, there's another upstairs space here. Let's go up this way. Oh, wow. Yeah, so you got junk mail and stuff everywhere littering this place. So this is the front door. You can see the mailbox outside and the light on the wall. I like how the brick comes in. You've got that old heater on the wall. You got a very empty closet. Stairs running upstairs. This is like a split bungalow, I guess. Sorry, a runner running up the stairs. Go see what this room looks like. It's a nice big family room. Very decayed paint, look at that. I like the woodwork up here. That's very nice. Even the crown molding is very detailed looking. I should watch where I'm walking. That's an interesting old chandelier. Well, it's not really a chandelier, but it's an interesting old light on the medallion on the ceiling there. And those are very retro-looking curtains. Look at that paint decay, though. It's just crazy. I like how the curtain rods are hidden behind that. Very neat. So there's the brickwork for the fireplace that goes all the way to downstairs. And this is an interesting little kitchen, which is kind of blocked off by the fridge on this side, but I like how it's kind of framed in. That's kind of neat. So let's go around the other side. See what it looks like inside. Even over here, I didn't notice this before, but this is framed in. You got a little bookshelf there. There's probably a chair in this corner at some point in time. And I guess the shutters close this off. Pretty retro design if you ask me, but neat. That looks like a heating unit or something. Yeah, this kitchen's a disaster. Got a booze bottle on the ground. Fridge is turned over, so we won't be able to look inside of that. But yeah, you can see the retro origins of this kitchen for sure. You know, the brickwork is kind of cool, but it also looks very 70s or 60s. There's a lot of Prince Igor vodka in there. What I like are these glass cabinets over here on this side. This looks the most modern. That tile work on the back is probably sometime in the early 2000s. As I look through that hole in the wall, you can see all the way to the lobby. That's cool. Okay, let's go upstairs. There's Noah. Oh. So upstairs, you got these 60s type hardwood floors, and you know, I would say the doors are from the same time. This is probably a 60s home that's been updated a couple times. Bathroom's obviously been updated with the modern, well, more modern marble tile. Probably in the 60s. This looks like it's pink. Whoa. As I almost break that off the wall. And somebody smashed the toilet after they took a smash in it, so I don't think the Brown Bomber is going to be visiting this place, guys, unfortunately.
It stinks in there, though.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a disaster in here. And back here, you just get closet space. Let's go this way. So the runner goes all the way down the hall. Somebody was definitely crashing in here at some point. Clothes are everywhere. Just random items left behind. Underwear, some DVDs, something crunched under my toe. There's some film there, Kodak Gold. Over here, looks like another squatter room. Whoa, look at this. A lot of DVDs again, Book of Eli. All sorts of random junk. Interesting dresser. Interesting bed frame. That actually looks like it could have been for a water bed. But yeah, maybe somebody was crashing here. Certainly looks like it. At least at one point or another. I mean, it's just clothes everywhere. Toilet disassembled. That's a very dated bathroom, by the way. That's probably original to when this house was built. That looks like a 60s bathroom. Maybe 50s. There's just more stuff in there. So let's go to this end room here. Oh. And yet another bed and some filthy sheets. Old papers. Oh. That looks like something from a porno magazine. Anything in the closet? No. Just some pillows and stuff, but yeah. Not much to see here, unfortunately, but, you know, very much a lot of signs that somebody's been using this place. Let's work our way towards the next one. Let's follow Noah.
So this is gross.
How many more are there?
3. Alright, guys.
Alright. Gotta climb back through all this brush. So we gotta work our way through here. So this is the next house here. Very grown over, as you can see. Look at this. Absolutely nuts. See how tall the brush is? Noah's just disappearing in it. And that's where we came from, over there. Wow. So this is the back deck. Deck's in rough shape. Yeah, let's go in. Whoa. Okay, so this place is a mess. You got the front of the oven there. Got insulation all over the floor. Wow. So yeah, this place has been in bad shape for quite some time, I would say. Look at that, you got turd on the glass there. Oh yeah, I can see right up there. The ceiling is completely exposed. And everything's come down as a result. Dishwasher's full of junk. That's an interesting linoleum backsplash. It's almost like wallpaper. This stuff looks like 80s. That's interesting. You got some cabinets here left behind. I don't think they're in the kitchen, but it's an old looking fridge. He has some old burgers in the fridge. Oh. Ew. Ew. Oh no. That's greasy and gross. Oh no. Okay, so this was like a living room, dining room. It's a pretty big room. Again, you can see the ceiling's in very rough shape. Fans curving. Somebody sealed the windows to keep the moisture out, but I don't think it mattered. Or sorry, the winter out. Yeah, there's a lot of damage and destruction in here. Yeah, a case of beer over there. That's a nice brick wall for the fireplace. I like that. It's a cool looking fireplace. It's dated though. Everything in this house seems retro, that's for sure.
It is leaking downstairs.
We got some Christmas cards on the floor. And this is looking to the kitchen from the other way. Closet space there. Look at that. They're plaster walls. This is definitely an old house. Bathroom is definitely original. Look at those tile choices. You got yellow and I don't know what color that is. You guys tell me. I think that's like a lilac, but I'm not sure. It's new. Damn, the floors are very dated. I would say this house is definitely an early 60s home. Maybe late 50s. That's some dated retro looking wallpaper over there. And look at all the damage to this ceiling in here. Everything's on the floor. The floor looks rotten. I don't even want to go in there. Same thing here. Got a lot of hanging stuff. This one's not so rotten looking, so we'll go check it, but it's buckling up. You can hear it. Lots of gross insulation. I don't know what it is, but when insulation is hanging like this, it's just a violating feeling, isn't it? I don't want this to touch me. What a disaster. Okay, let's continue. See what's in the last room over here. There's light coming in, so there's a hole to outside. Yes, there is. Interesting. So this is a closet here with a skylight that's building itself. Before long, they'll have mushrooms growing in here. We got an old, cheap-looking dresser with some Tylenol on it. And another sealed window. A closet. And a bathroom with some Canadian Goose smokes. And there's something I'll have to censor out in the sink. And again, we got some retro tile. That looks like pink and lilac. If I'm wrong, you guys tell me. And there's a shower. It's a half-decent shower with some porn in the bottom. So we know what these guys were doing in this house. They were smoking crack and reading porn mags. It's a good time. So down here is where Noah heard the water, and I hear it too. And this is the front door of the house. That's a cool screen door on the other side there. That's nice. But, you know, your typical house lobby, nothing too crazy. I do like the brick on the side there. These houses all seem to have that unique feature. So down here, obviously, would be probably renovated a little more recently than the rest of the house. It stinks down here. This is quite a big room. I like this. It's like a spare bedroom now with leaves and mold. Definitely suffering some water damage. Wow. It's a nice sizable room though.
The ceiling, you see the spores.
Yeah, the ceiling's not too nice. But what I like down here is the fireplace is continued. Noah's in the way of it.
Sorry guys.
And that's the same theme as upstairs. It's even got its little wood cozy or shack or whatever the hell you call it there. So that's neat. This basement's probably not renovated too recently, but I would say probably closer to 80s or 90s maybe. And over here we got some water noise. Oh yeah. Somebody was stealing pipes. What the heck is this? I don't know what that is. You guys could tell me. So there's your water leak there. I guess we cannot shut that off.
Something you made it worse.
That's a trough type laundry room sink. And you got some storage down here. So this was just probably most likely workspace. You got some phone books. You got using MS-DOS 622 there. Very valuable information still, I think. Very relevant. I mean, if you don't know how to use DOS, do you really know how to use a computer?
Yes.
No. The answer is no. The floors down here have definitely been wet. They're peeling up pretty good. That's cool. That's an energy efficient water heater, I believe. So that's fairly new. I'd say that's the last 15 years. And we just got some cabinets and whatnot down here and an old computer chair. This is probably where they tortured their victims. Okay, let's work our way out of this house and over to the next one. Oh God, this is gross in here. It's a nice day out here, as you guys can see. A beautiful July day. We're in the first week of July right now. All right, let's work our way down here. I am using a new light today. Guys, let me know if it's working well or if it's too bright. It's my first time using it. It's Noah's old light. It's better than the one I have, so I figured I'd give it a try. But this is gonna be a tough spot to get through. Oh. We got more junk here. Chandeliers. We got an old purse. Everything's very overgrown. So this is the house that we're going to go to next here. And then we got those ones over there. It's a big explore today, guys. A little different than usual. Hope you guys don't mind. Here we just got more scattered junk again. That seems to be a common theme here. Somebody's laid down all this sheet metal to make a path for us. So let's look over to the other house from here. And this is what we're dealing with. What a disaster. All right, so we're into this one now. It looks like this one we're entering into a small kitchen. It's not in terrible shape though so far. I don't know what that is. It looks like a dolly of some kind. Forgot to turn the light on, sorry. That's interesting. We got gas containers. They're empty. Those are some retro looking cabinets. How old are those, Tommy? Bet you Tommy would tell us. That's a solid heavy door. And we've got old paper linings in these. 2016, they're not even that old. That's interesting. I'm not sure when these houses were abandoned. I'm assuming sometime after 2016. Those papers almost look greasy. That's an old oven. I mean, look at that. Still got fuses on it. Are those fuses? Yeah, they're fuses on top of it. That's a very old oven. Fridge is turned sideways, so we won't be able to check to see if it stinks. There's a fire extinguisher that somebody has not. Actually, I spoke too soon. Looks like somebody did set it off. Yeah, so this place has a bunch of stuff in it. Lots of paint decay in here. Look at that wall. That's nuts. Still a lot of stuff left behind furnishing wise. You got rugs. You got the couch.
All right.
You got, random items all over the floor here. Cards. Linens. But nothing too important or crazy that anybody would miss, obviously. You got some old jackets. A leather jacket there. So yeah, there's some stuff left behind. And the common theme so far again, they got the brick fireplace and wall, the accent wall. I think people have been using this fireplace well after the expiry date of the house. Still have a mop here. Lots of mold. Look at that on the ceiling. Ooh. The ceiling looks very rough in here.
I don't think we can do this basement, guys. It looks flooded. Yeah, it's like it's like 6 inches of water.
Noah just ruined the video for us. The basement's flooded apparently, but we'll go check it anyways. This is an interesting bathroom. Those are interesting tile colors. Looks brown and yellow with a yellow tub. This is definitely a retro bathroom. There's some turds on the floor, but I don't think those are brown bomber turds. Brown bomber's been in there, but there's a plastic bag over it. There I am. There's some old looking 60s cabinets to go along with the 60s door and tile. Let's go down here. Oh, the floor is really buckled here. Try not to trip. See an old bed here. That's an old bed frame. It's strange to have a fluorescent lamp in your bedroom, I would think. It's a bit industrial. You got some bills on the floor here. It's not a bill. And there's nothing in there but a hanger for Brandon. Let's continue this way. So this room's got a lot of beds. Nobody's been crashing here. Oh, but people have been crapping in here. Look at this. Well, not people, but raccoons. And some of those are fresh. Those ones are berry filled on the right there, and they're fresh. Yeah, this room's pretty gross. Lots of mold everywhere. And here's another bedroom. This is quite a large bedroom. This is probably the master. Floors are terrible in here. Ooh. Again, we got a turd. Oh my God, that is a turd collection. Good Lord, there's berry turds, there's moldy turds. Turd City.
Oh God, this house is so moldy.
Yeah, the walls are really gross. The bed's pretty bad. You got an attic space there, access there. That's a decent sized closet for a little room like this, considering there's another closet right here. Look at that paint decay. Those are some pretty old windows, I bet you. Probably original to the home. Look at this bathroom. Toilet is smashed. Again, the tile choices are probably original to the home. I think that's gray or like a light grayish blue with pink. You've got turds in the sink. You get turds in the shower. This place has been abused by a turd monger. That's a fairly recent TV. Probably supports my theory this place has been abandoned in the last 7 years or so. All right, let's work our way to the basement. Even though Noah said it's flooded, let's just take a look.
If I had bigger boots, I could go down, but it's
If I had bigger boots, well, we don't.
rubber boots, not bigger.
So this is an interesting front door. I like that. Got the window on the top. I wouldn't say it's original to the house. And of course we have the accent wall with the brick, and you can see the moisture actually soaking up into the brick from the flooding. That's the problem with brick, and when it starts to freeze, it starts to blow apart. Closet of decay and poo.
Decaying poo.
And then down here, let's see if I fall through. Oh yeah, if we had boots, this would be doable. So over there, oh, it's a big basement too. You got a fridge in there. Yeah, there's like a good 4 or 5 inches of water down here. Kind of sucks, but what are you gonna do? I guess we'll go out the front door here. It's an interesting table they left behind. Looks like fake wicker. All right, so this is the front. Show you what this place looks like from the front side. And that's the house next door from the front. Show you guys real quick. Somebody's ripped the boards off the front. Yeah, and we got some kind of a dead something there. I almost stepped on it. And we got this house here. All right, so then that next one over there is the next house. I think that's the last one, isn't it? All right, so let's work our way back through since we can't get over that house from here. Again, I'm using a new light. If you guys have a problem with the way I'm using it, let me know. This place is a disaster. That is cool though. I've never seen a dolly like that. Feels nice when you come back outside. Carpeted stairs. Not sure that's a good idea. Getting stuck. So this was an old garden bed. That's interesting. Yeah, you can see this one's got some broken glass on the side there. People never respect things that aren't theirs. I'm not sure what that looks like. A trailer hitch. The garbage just strewn across the place. It's just kind of crazy. Got an empty briefcase here, suitcase, sorry, with nothing in it. We got a float there. Sorry, that's not a float. That's a basketball stand base. And this is the garage of the house here. And if you walk up to the front door, I guess these are actually the fronts of the house. I was wrong before when I said the other side was the front. Yeah, so that's the access to the garage there. You got your front porch. And you got the house next door. So let's check out what's in the garage here. We got a container full of tiles. Another one full of tiles. That's interesting. Oh, wow. So we got a Frigidaire front load washing machine and dryer here. We got some tiling from probably 10 years ago. And there's lots of tiling materials left in here. Look at that, these are all like samples. You got light bulbs. That's a cool vanity from a bathroom, I believe. That's really old. Look at that woodwork on it, that's cool. That's not woodwork, sorry, that's brass. Very cool though. Got an access to the basement. That's an interesting painting of an hourglass. So I came over here to open the fridge. Is there anything in it? Oh, it's clean. So there's an old KitchenAid, that's an oven, convection oven. That's from mid-2000s because my parents have the same one. I've pointed that out in one or two other videos. And that's a bit of a dated looking countertop. That's like an 80s type marble or fake marble. So there's some random stuff in here, probably from the house. There's an interesting little bit of wasted space here. But yeah, it's a cool little porch. I like this. Cool spot to come out and enjoy the sun in the morning, the afternoon. They wouldn't get much evening sun here. And somebody ripped this off quite some time ago. So I guess this here would have been for milk delivery back in the day. Okay, so again, like the other house, we enter into the kitchen. Very similar setup. That's a very old vent, exhaust vent. Look how greasy that is. Definitely a 60s type vent. Those windows are very original. That's the other side of the milk box. They've turned into like a key holder. Emergency order to comply. So that's from 2017. I'll have to censor that. Empty shelves. Dated looking cabinetry. Very retro too. Probably the 60s. Look at the mold. It's quite nasty. So you go in here, and it's very similar to the house we were just in. Same setup. This is like a family room or a living room. Got the nice big windows there. You've got a bed there, an old round table, like a coffee table. And you've got all these flyers here. These are from 2013, so these are quite old. You've got all sorts of weird graffiti on the walls here. Some old videotapes, Teletubbies, Barney's Sensational Day. This house certainly seems like it's stuck in 20 plus years ago, doesn't it? So this is a little different. This fireplace has a place to sit. And it's very similar to the other house in terms of having that accent wall that's all brick. So this probably runs to the basement as well. You've got original furniture to the house here. I don't know how old this is. I'd probably say it's 90s furniture from the look of it. One time that was a nice big window. And yeah, we got some bad graffiti here, unfortunately. That's another cool coffee table there. I like that. With storage underneath.
Flooded again.
So we'll go down here. That's an interesting, actually that's very interesting, this whole wall. You got this, looks like pine wall with windows. And you got a storm type door. This is a solid door. Oh, they probably had an apartment. Okay, that's exactly what this is. This is the lobby of the house here. So I guess this is the front side, and the side we came in is actually the back, and you just park at the back because these look like front doors. But yeah, this is an old lobby. You got the brick accent wall. You can see that there's moisture all the way up the brick. As Noah just pointed out, it's flooded. So, but look at that old light. That's cool. Looks like it's moldy or dusty or combination of both.
It's terrible down there.
So, another butterfly thing. I already told you guys what I think about butterflies. Woo. Those are better decorations than butterfly. Ooh, this is gross. I like that. These railings are original. They're the iron railings. So that's pretty neat. And at one point in time, this would have been a very cool basement. Look at that glass wall. But look at the floor. This is really, really nasty. That's the room over there. I can't see anything, so I'm just gonna let you guys see it, and I'll see it when I edit it. I can see a couch. And that's over there. It's closed off. There's a hallway though. Interesting. Okay, let's work our way back up. See the rest of the house. That window there is very typical of a window you'd see in a front door from the 60s, by the way. So this must be an apartment because they have this heavy door up here. Now, actually, they don't have a heavy door down there. I don't know why this heavy door is up here.
They have a lock right here, so we can lock it so we know that this can come up. Right here.
Yeah, they might have that, but it's not up to code.
Yeah, they don't care probably.
That's probably the truth. So we got a moldy closet with, looks like the doorbell chime there. You got the sink. Looks like a pedestal sink. Oh yeah, it was a pedestal sink. Another dated bathroom with a pink toilet. It's gray without the glasses, it's pink with them. You got a pink tub. I'm pretty sure this is that lilac color, isn't it?
It's like a, yeah, it's like sage green-ish.
Yeah, I don't know what color it is. It's weird. I can't tell you guys. I've never seen it before. I don't know what it is.
That's a statement.
And you got these pink, oh yeah, look at those old handles. These are definitely original. I mean, the cabinets are very cheap. Looks like almost plywood. But that's some old cabinet handle there. That's pretty cool. Even the toothbrush holder and the soap holder, those are original to the home.
You could say it's cheap though, but it's still here.
Still here, yeah.
In the mall. Oh, God.
Noah's not the steadiest of guys. You got an alien tattooed on the door there. That's an old chair. That's like a 60s chair. Somebody's been here to steal the copper. Of course, the ceiling is coming down once again. Those are pretty old windows, probably original. Handles on them tell you that story. Floor's in rough shape once again. Let's work our way through to this room here. Ooh. Yeah, this room's in kind of bad shape. Ceiling has come down. You got mold everywhere. You got the big old windows though. I love them. The windows are the coolest part of this house, well, all these houses. But yeah, this room's quite spotted with mold. I don't know if you guys can see that. You probably can. It's pretty bad. I mean, it's not super moldy, but it will be soon. Like, look at that. That's nasty. Especially where the greasy handprints are, it's always moldier. And this is the last room of the house with a recycling bin. If you don't recycle, you suck. So keep a bin in your master bedroom. That's an interesting collapsed ceiling. It's interesting what they did with the room here with the stripes. Again, it's got another big window. All the windows in these houses are actually original, so that's cool. Didn't expect that. Got these purple closet doors that have been painted white, and it almost looks like they've been sponge painted, but it's all mold. There's another original looking door to the house. Pretty much matches the floors, the era the floors are from. Here's another retro bathroom. Look at how old this toilet is. That's an original toilet for sure. Look at the color of it. Look at the handle on it. That is an old toilet. Interesting color trim on the window there. But again, you got the yellow and the lilac type color. You got a bunch of fur in there. It looks like a dead animal in there, actually. Wow. And that's a really old medicine cabinet. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, I think that's gonna wrap it up. Oh, I didn't show you guys this. This closet here's got an old dresser. That's cool. And there's your access to the attic there. All right, everybody, let's go wrap it up for this explore. Quite a different type of adventure, being able to go through, like, I think it was 5 houses. Never done that before. Thought it'd be a cool idea to give you a little tour of a corner neighborhood that is now abandoned. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I really enjoyed filming it for you. And if you did, please make sure you hit that like button and leave a comment after the video, of course. That's all the time we got for now. Make sure you hit that subscribe button there if you haven't. Check out last week's video there. Check out that random video up there. And we'll see you guys in the next Explore. Thanks for tuning in.